Sugarloaf Together Fairy Tale Drag Brunch, which takes place 10 o'clock at the Shipyard Brew House, right?
Yeah.
How are you?
Good morning.
We have make sure with Shane Diamond, who is the Director of Communications, and Gia Drew, who is Program Director.
Good to see you again.
Nice to see you again. Nice to have you here.
Thanks for having us.
What a great time, huh? Are you having fun so far?
Oh, it's been a blast.
Yeah.
We got up yesterday afternoon, had some time to make some turns yesterday afternoon,
Yeah.
and last night's Winter is a Drag show was a huge success at the Widowmaker.
Oh, it was sold out.
Yeah, it was a full-packed, fun house.
I don't think there was enough dollar bills.
I was actually thinking that. I was hoping the bar had enough ones beforehand, but it seems like the Queens did all right. All the performers did all right.
Well, Colin, one of our regular locals here, went down and bought some back and then brought them back up.
Oh, that's great.
It was an awfully good time and a good crowd. And another event today, right?
Yeah, we've got the Fairy Tale Brunch coming up at 10 a.m., as you said, at the Shipyard, which should be great. I think we have 6 performers for that, a family-friendly event. So bring the kiddos, grab some brunch, or if you're just peeling yourself out of bed after last night's festivities at the Widowmaker. And then we've got an après-ski event, again at the Widowmaker, and that's DJ Foxy.
I'll be there for that.
You'll be there for that.
For sure.
3 to 6,
and
right?
this evening, 3 to 5, I believe.
3 to 5.
Yeah.
Yes. And then this evening, starting at 8 o'clock, we'll be back at the Widowmaker with DJ Stevie Cyclone, who's come up from Club Cafe in Boston.
Yeah.
So we'll bring the
opened up
house
the show
down
with
again.
Stevie.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. So you've got all festivities planned for the day.
We're looking
Wow, we're
forward
gonna
to it.
Busy.
All
Yeah.
you need is the energy, huh?
That's
More
right.
coffee after this.
Boy, I'll tell you, there was plenty of energy, though. There's plenty of excitement. And hopefully people have a chance to do a little bit of skiing, a little bit of riding, and, of course, have time for the fun. 10 o'clock, that's good, not a real early start for the brunch.
Yeah, we try to give people a minute to sleep in or make some turns beforehand.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
So let's talk about the organization, Lquality Maine. Let's talk about some of the things that you do and some of the things that you've done and accomplished.
Yeah.
So Lquality Maine has been advocating on behalf of Maine's LGBTQ plus community for 36 years.
It's our 36th, yeah.
We're just starting our 36 years as an organization across the state, and our work has 3 areas, main areas. We do a lot of community building, like doing this type of work across the state with events and functions to bring people together. We do public policy and advocacy work at the State House mainly, but locally as well. And then a lot of education across the state, making sure people know what it's like to be part of the community and things like that. And we do a lot of work with young people, especially in rural Maine. And so the visibility up here is really important for us to make sure that young people see themselves and can be happy and be themselves wherever they are in Maine.
We also just merged with Sage Maine, which does programming and community building for LGBTQ older adults. And I found out that older adults is 45 plus. That's their branding.
Hello.
That's hi. That's nice to meet you. But a lot of the events that we're doing with Sage are open to everyone. So they're meetups and dinners around the state, lunches around the state, recognizing that there are LGBTQ people of all ages in all corners of this state, and we want to do as much as we can, not only to reach those people and build community, but as Gia said, on the policy and advocacy level, to make sure that the laws are protecting us in all parts of our life across the state.
What are some of the laws that you've helped to make change with?
This past year was fantastic. We had a pretty landmark policy year. Some quick ones were we helped pass the gender-neutral gender marker on driver's licenses and state IDs. So folks who identify as non-binary can have that X gender marker, and it's just as valid as an M or an F, the traditional binary that we're used to. All single occupancy restrooms in public spaces, so a toilet in a room, now has to be gender neutral. And if you think about it, that's what we have in our houses, so it's not that uncommon to do this in a public space. We're working on changing birth certificates so that folks who are transgender or non-binary can change their birth certificates to match their identity. What other highlights do we have this year?
Well, last year we had a really monumental bill passing where we prohibited the conversion therapy against minors for really historic.
Yeah, it's been a back and forth for many years.
Some great work. We're going to take a break. We're going to come back and talk more Sugarloaf Together.